Y'all, how you doing? Well, it is been 10 months, 4 days. Not sure how many days that actually is, but it's 300 and something. But today I drove myself to my doctor's appointment. Round trip all of 12 miles. Hey y'all, how you doing? Yep, it's me, day number 326. I'm just a few days away from 11 months. I am getting ready to do my daily drive around my neighborhood because I still can't drive. But I get in my car every day and I drive around for 15 minutes in a circle, trying to make sure that I can connect foot with brake, brake with accelerator. Was taking driving lessons. Feel very much more safe in a car with somebody else that has a brake on the other side. Yeah, just a little bit of a setback here. And I haven't had a lesson because my poor teacher ran into a pothole and now she's got some issues with her car. So I was getting to the store, and as you can see in the previous video, I had actually driven all of 12 miles and I was so happy. And I actually went back to the same spot a week later and my foot slipped off the accelerator while I was driving and I couldn't get my leg up to the brake. Scared the bejesus out of me. Thank God my car has one pedal driving, which was on, and that it wasn't in the middle of rush hour traffic because the person behind me probably would have hit me. Yeah, because the car with one pedal driving just stops when you take your foot off the accelerator. But hey, that's what I got. You see, I'm still one-sleeved. It's pretty cold, but I did get to heat up my car before I got in it to drive around for 15 minutes in a circle. Today I had my 1-year doctor's appointment. It's not quite a year yet, but it's this month. It's next month. And, that doctor's appointment to me cost me $125 to get there and back using Uber because I can't freaking drive. And I was there probably all of 20 minutes with the doctor. I was there about 2 hours because of the wait. 20 minutes with the doctor. And he was very happy when he saw me walk in, and he talked to me about how my progress looks. And then that was it. He said he would see me in September. And I'm like, okay, see me in September. Okay. I'm truly on this, I'm alone. I thought about it and I'm like, you know what, this reminds me, it made me feel like, I'm going to get real personal here, but hey, I told you I'd keep it real. It made me feel like the day I came home and there was an eviction notice on my door. And I left it there and my ex-husband walked in and he walked past it. And I was like, okay, what am I gonna do? I felt unprotected. And long story short, on that particular issue, he never said anything, he never did anything, and I ended up having to be the one to figure it all out. And I figured, okay, in this case, I'm in the same predicament. I'm up a creek without a paddle. Okay. What I'm not gonna do is be 652 days still talking about I can't drive and then I'm in pain and then I'm wearing shit like this. This is not life. It's not life at all. You go to the doctor and, oh yeah, they ask you, do you ever feel like harming yourself? And I wanted to say, hell yeah, I feel like gouging a knife, my finger, anything into the side of my damn arm and pull this nerve out. But I figured that would get me a trip to the crazy farm real fast. So I didn't say that. But really? Okay. So I'm going to end this by saying, I am recording this on March 10th, and we know what's going on in the world. And I was watching the news today, and they said that this wouldn't, the issue in the world wouldn't end, because I don't want to be censored, so who knows, I may not be able to say this, but this won't end until somebody wins. I mean, it won't be considered a win if they just back off and say, okay, boo-boo, we made a mistake. And I thought about it. You know what? They're never gonna, well, probably not in my lifetime, admit to what has happened to millions of us, because then they won't win. Damn. Our humanity is screwed up. I didn't want to say screwed up, but our humanity is screwed up. And, oh well. What I ain't gonna do is be 652 days into this shit. No. I'll go home and be with Jesus on my own instead of this, because this is not life. Bye, y'all. It's Saturday me. My snippet. Yep, I'm out and about doing my driving around. And I was thinking, I want to thank, I don't have on any makeup. I want to thank that evil witch that put me off of her team. Yeah. Thank you so much. I'm laying in the hospital, and you know from my videos that I am afraid. I'm not getting any cooperation in the hospital, and I don't even know if I'm going to come out. And for a person to put on Facebook that they're going to eliminate me from their team, that was heartless. Heartless. And the event is in September. We're talking April right now. So who's to tell you that I'm not going to make the event? And what right do you have to demand that I give you a doctor's note? A doctor's note? Bitch, have you lost your mind? Yeah, I said it. So that she can confirm that I would be able to participate. Really? Okay. So, no, I didn't participate. I would have been able to participate. No, first let me say this. What I don't understand is, since the event that we were supposed to be participating in is all about inclusion, including the fat, the skinny, the handicapped, the blind, the hard of hearing, the gay, the straight. A event that is built around inclusion, this mean witch decides at probably the lowest time of my life to tell me I've been eliminated. Well, again, had I not been in, where was I at? Palm Springs, sitting by the pool, I would have went to the event and I would have participated. But you know what? No, I went on one of my vacations. And then what I did, maybe I shouldn't tell. I'm going to tell it. Hell, what do I have to lose? What I did is I waited to the last minute to buy up all the tickets so that your ass didn't get to participate. How you like that? That was evil, I know. But not as evil as she was. And it's probably the most evilest thing I've ever done in my life. But I got much joy out of that. Tell me I can't participate. Well, you know what? Make sure your ass can't either. So thank you, you mean witch. Okay. Just got done with my workout. But snippet number 2. Yeah, I'm doing 2 snippets in a day. So I guess since I'm coming up on 1 year, I've been doing a lot of reflecting. And this snippet, I just want to say, I think everybody gets an opportunity to be shit on. It just happens. It doesn't matter whether you've been good, bad, or indifferent. Trust me, I've had a lot of time just to lay and look at the ceiling and think and wonder, what did I do? Why do I, what's wrong with me? Why me? What made me deserve this? And not that I'm, the best person in the world, but I don't, go off doing malicious things to people. Hell, I might cuss you out, but if I cussed you out, you deserved it. And if you didn't deserve it, then I apologize. And even sometimes if you deserved it, I apologize. I don't go trying to hurt people just because. So, you sit back and you wonder, oh, Jesus, what did I do? And we all know about karma and all that other stuff. But sometimes it's just your turn to get shit on. And when it's your turn, it's your turn. And what I came to realize is that we live in a world of just keeping it moving. I mean, when you disappear off the scene, and a whole bunch of people are going to call you. That's not going to happen. And then there'll be people that will call you, but those calls are going to start to come few and in between. And if you're single, you're fucked. Just period. Better figure out how to do it on your own because ain't nobody going to be there. I think the biggest eye opener for me is our government. Oh my God. And our healthcare system. Number one, healthcare system of just how uncaring they are. And then our government, the government. Yeah. I don't even know what to say. All I'm going to say is I didn't sign up to be part of any damn test. And if I was part of the test, they wouldn't have helped me. And now that I'm even, further along in this, I am appalled at what's being allowed to happen and how it's being covered up. I'm just appalled. But you know what? The other thing that I realize is that ain't nobody gonna believe you because it didn't happen to them. Well, you wait till something happened to your ass. That's all I got to say. And you wondering why doesn't anybody believe me or why aren't they gonna help me? Oh, well, if it's coming from this world, not. And that's sad. So my faith in humanity, and not faith as in like the faith I have in God, but just the faith in people being people. Because, when you cut me, I bleed red, just like you. What I have come to find is, unless it's affecting a person personally, people could give less than a damn. I mean, I am very shocked at just how uncaring we are as a people. Oh, well, that's my snippet number 2. On my Saturday of no makeup, but hey, it is what it is. Ain't nobody trying to look at my ass, no way. Bye, y'all. Hey, y'all, how you doing? So, I know I usually am doing this in my car or in my gym. Well, today I am going out. Can you believe it? I got a little date. Yeah, a date with me. But anyway, my snippet. So today I heard on, I don't know what I was watching, but the guy said something to the effect that you can't dream when you're trying to survive. And that was so profound because you can't dream when you're trying to survive. The best you can do is just survive. So my snippet today, I want to thank the guy who, while I was in the hospital, I did this video and I said something to the effect of, everyone's telling me that I should just leave, but you don't understand, I can't walk. And blah-de-da. And I said something to the effect of, if you want to come and take care of me, meaning everything, because I can't walk, you got to get me to the bathroom, you're going to have to feed me. Then come on, get me out of this hospital. I'm ready to go. Anyway, this guy, someone I've known for years, actually texted me and said, I'll come get you. I'm like, what? Okay. So I get home from the hospital, and true enough, he comes and he visits me for an entire week. It wasn't too long after I had gotten out of the hospital, so he helped me get things together and was a godsend. And then for the next couple of months when he left, we talked every single day. And he made sure that I was taking my meds, my supplements, and exercising, and just really, really caring. There was only one problem, and that came in that he would tell me that, oh, I'm coming back to see you, and he would give me a date. I never asked him to come and see me. He would give me a date, and that date would come and go. Well, the first time it happened, I didn't say anything. The second time it happened, I asked him, what's going on? You said you would be here on such and such a day, and we're several days later and you haven't said anything. Oh, I forgot. I changed plans. Okay, well, in the future, do you mind just letting me know? I mean, hey. So the third time it happened, this time he decided to go visit his granddaughter. And we were on the phone, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna have to process this. Let me call you back. And I sat and I thought about it for a second, and I called him back, and I said, you know what? Not. I can't do this. You don't respect me. You don't respect me, so I don't know. And he hung up, I hung up. It was the last time I heard from him. And I bring it up to say thank you because, number one, I dodged a bullet because this dude had some issues, some real issues. And I was willing to deal with those issues for the sake of not being alone. All through COVID, good Lord, being alone was just horrible. And then this came up, and I'm like, how can I do this? So again, I want to say thank you because I realized that even in my worst condition, I can survive. And it was the first time in my life I've actually spoken up for what I wanted before I got to the point where I just cussed a nigga out. Because if you know me and you've been cussed out by me, I'm ready to fight. And that's because I normally just let stuff fester until I blow a gasket. Well, this time I chose a different route. And I chose to speak up for myself to say that, no, this is not acceptable behavior for me. You know what? I never asked you to call me. I never asked you to do anything for me. And even if I did ask you, all I'm asking for right now is communication. And if we can't accomplish that, then we don't need to be in whatever this is, because obviously it's not a relationship. So as I'm doing all this reflecting, I am so proud of myself because prior to this, that mofo would have probably got me a drive up all the way to where he lives, and I'm not going to say what state, outside his house, and when he came out of it, I'd have snatched a knot in his ass. But the new me said, no, I'm going to discuss this like a rational adult. And guess what? He chose to ghost, and hey, I got ghosted. Oh, well. It is what it is. But you know what? I survived. And again, if you're watching this, you know who you are. Thank you. Bye, y'all. Hey, y'all. How you doing? Today's snippet. I'm getting closer to that year, but yeah. I feel like I've aged like 10 years. Yeah. And it doesn't help that these doggone watches, it was either my watch or my scale, was looking at it and it tells you your metabolic age, and it was older than what I am. Okay. Oh, well. And what else? Oh, yeah, this one. we do it out of to be polite when we ask people how they're feeling. And I am guilty of this also. We ask people, hey, how you doing? Especially when you know that they've been sick or something, but you really don't want to know. No, you really don't want to know, because what happens is if you actually tell people how you feel, and I'm not talking about that person that's going to give you the entire year history, but no, just how you're feeling today. You know, oh, I'm in a little pain. Oh no, their eyes glass over and they're looking everywhere but at you. Makes people very uncomfortable, and I'm not going to say that they don't really want to know, but they don't really want to know. Like I said, I have been guilty of it too. I'm more cognizant of it now. But 9 times out of 10, when you ask someone how they're doing, what you want them to do is respond in kind that, hey, I'm okay, and keep it moving. So, not necessarily because of that, but for 2 reasons, I've decided that I say something like, I'm getting stronger every day. One, because I realize for every time I repeat how I'm feeling, then that is the energy that goes out into the universe. And number 2, I started to realize that people don't really want to know how you're doing. It is a form of acknowledgement, maybe a form of respect. It's just something that we do. Just like we tell that woman that she looks good in that dress when she'll look good. So I'm making it a joke, but you know what? You should just have a conversation with the person that you know has been ill. You don't necessarily need to ask them how they're doing, because in the conversation, how they're feeling will come out. That's just my suggestion. Bye, y'all. Hey y'all, how you doing? So I was just thinking, and I was like, wow, I should do this one as a snippet. So I want to send a shout out to Brandy McFadden. You guys haven't heard about her. In a roundabout way, you have. She is the lady that I found on YouTube who has the same thing that I had. Well, I want to shout out to her because she was nice enough to connect me with a doctor here in Michigan. Yes. It was crazy. I show up for this appointment and they think I'm there for a COVID study. And I'm like, no, I haven't had COVID. And they asked me to bring all of my records. So I had everything from the hospital printed and I had it with me. So the doctor comes in and he's reviewing my records and he's looking at me. They do an exam and he's got this look on his face and he goes, you never had COVID? I said, no, I never had COVID. And he goes, well, why are you here? And I'm like, I don't know. I was referred by a friend to be here. And he says, well, I just looked at your records and I don't think you have what they say that you have. Said, I'm a cardiologist when I'm not dealing with COVID. And I can assure you that you didn't have a stroke. There's no way. I think what you have is something called transverse myelitis. And if you are okay with it, I will refer you to a friend of mine. And I'm like, sure, I'm okay with it. So I want to shout out to that doctor, and I don't remember his name, and I tried to look in my notes, never wrote it down. I want to shout out to that doctor for taking the time. I mean, I brought an entire one of those real big binders of paper. But I want to say thank you because he didn't have to do that. And then my nice little neurologist that we don't agree. You know, he's the one that told me that, oh, you've advanced as far as you're going to advance. I walked into his office on March 10th, and he looks at me and he goes, I'll see you in September. And I'm like, okay. And he said, well, you keep getting me wrong. So I'll see you in September. It'll be a year since I've seen you, and let's see how much more progress you've made then. I'm like, all right, okay, great. So thank you, Brandy. We haven't talked in a while, so if you see this, thank you, doctor that Brandy referred me to. And thank you to my current neurologist for at least explaining to me what was going on so that I had some idea. We don't agree on my course of care because I'm not dropping no pills, but we do agree on one thing. I got to go back to, he did kind of examine, you know how they do the strength exam. And he said, I keep telling people if they just try to work out, they'll get stronger. So just try to work out. You'll get stronger. Bye. Hey y'all, how you doing? So my snippet is coming from Jamaica, my happy place. Yeah. I want to send a shout out in this snippet to my son and to my bestie. My son specifically for, taking care of me, doing what a son should do, sacrificing your time. You could be doing a lot of other things other than driving your mama around. To my bestie, I mean, people think that we've known each other all our lives, and we've known each other 5 or 6 years, but I couldn't ask for a better friend. Told y'all I'd be real. And no, we don't talk every day. We're not the type to talk every day. But we tell each other that we have mental telepathy because we really be thinking the same thing. But in either case, I just want to say thank you because you didn't have to go on trips with me during this time. You didn't have to give me that hand when I couldn't get up a stair or keeping me from being embarrassed. It takes a lot to be a friend. And one thing that I've always wanted in life is a friend. And I just want to say thank you, bestie. Bye, y'all. Today is Monday, April 18th, 2022. If you go by the date, it marks 1 year. And if you go by the day, it marks 1 year and 1 day. So basically, Monday morning last year, I would have woken up in the hospital, still not understanding what was going on, pretty much in a fog and a daze. That hospital stay ended up being a 28-day stay, coming out, still not understanding what was going on with my body, but with a resolve that if I lived, I would walk. I say if I lived because there was times during that 28 days and even thereafter that I didn't think that I would see this day. But I did. It's all about resolve. Nothing special. Just resolve. I started with waking up every morning, making sure my toes still moved, and then putting my feet on the floor, grabbing a walker, and trying to put one foot in front of the other as I attempted to make it to the bathroom without peeing on myself. I don't know the day that I actually put my feet on the floor and didn't need that walker. But that day came. Through this, I don't know exactly what I've learned. I don't know if it was supposed to be a lesson for me. Well, there are a few things that I've learned, but I am specifically speaking about myself. And then again, I guess there is one thing that I know that I've learned, and it's that I can't give up. No matter what, I got to keep going until the day I die. So no, I am not at 100%. I would say somewhere between 85 and 90, depending on the day. As I've shared with you in the past, I still have severe paresthesia in my feet and my legs. I don't know if it's not as severe anymore, only because I'm getting used to it. But it's severe, but not as severe as it used to be. My back still feels like I have my army of ants in army boots running up and down my spine, along with the issue that goes along with my arm. And that's on a daily. So I can actually say 365 days of pain. Again, just going along with reflecting in those 365 days of pain, I've had some really good moments, some really good days, because my resolve was to live life daily. So I guess that's something that I did learn. I'm not there 100%. Still don't understand what it means to be present and to be in the moment, but I'm working on that. It's been a journey that's not quite over, a journey that's not quite done. It's been a journey. Would I do this again? Hell no. Hell to the no. I would not do this again. But for the grace of God, I still am. Hey y'all, how you doing? Today is number 367. 367 days. So I tried to do this video at 365 and I didn't get an opportunity because, as you know, I was traveling that day. So anyway, I'm finally getting it done today. So if you've gotten this far in this video, I just want to say thank you, because this is a very long video. And there's a reason why it's the longest video in this series, because I'm announcing right now that Diva Down, this is my final episode of Diva Down. Tear. First off, I want to give a shout out to anybody and everybody that's watched maybe 1, 2, all of my videos. I don't care. I just want to say thank you just for the opportunity to share this journey with you. Before I forget, I want to give a shout out to my physical therapy team, my chiropractor, and my acupuncturist. Oh yeah, I've been doing all three. Traditional medical, it failed me. So I had to find other ways to try to get on the other side of this horrible disease. No, I am not done with this journey. But as I said, I'm done with these videos for 2 reasons. One, I continue to give energy to a debilitating disease. And I just feel that the more I talk about it, the more that I'm speaking out into the universe about the disease versus my healing. So I'm choosing me, and I'm not going to talk about this anymore. And number 2, my advocacy for those who are in the same plight as I am, for the same reason that I am in this particular plight, is going absolutely nowhere. No, I am not defeated, because I will survive. I've found that out in 367 days. But from the standpoint of lending my energy again to the advocacy for something that's not going to change, I can't do it anymore. And I'm not even going to be sorry about it because I ain't doing it no more. So hopefully I've entertained you a little bit. I've educated you a little bit. If you follow me on Facebook, you will get to see where this journey ends, because this is not the end of me. I will recover 100%. I'm just not going to document it on Diva Down because this diva ain't down. Bye, y'all.
All nurses to the nurses station.